Princess once again. I'm back here by myself, and it's within the same range as my last video, but this one it will be more of focusing on my diagnosis, which was Crohn's at the age of 15. Yes, it was a very hard time in my life because I was going through high school and I was a teenager, so I didn't basically get to live a normal teenage life and have fun like everyone else because I had a diagnosis hooked on to me, so to say. But yeah, so I'll let you guys know a little bit more about my Crohn's in details and all of that. But before we do that, how about you like this video, comment, share, subscribe, do everything you can to get this video known. Alright, so let's get into the video. At the age of 15, I was diagnosed with Crohn's. I was in, I think, 10th grade, sophomore year, in first semester when I first got diagnosed. I didn't know what it was, never heard of it, nothing. If you haven't heard of it, I'm pretty sure I'll put a link down below so you guys can at least get some information on it. It's really hard thing to deal with. I was diagnosed at 15. I'm now 27, so I've had it for 12 years now. It's just something I deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's easier for me now. It's just, it gets harder sometimes, but it gets back easier, I guess, because I'm used to it. It's just I'm immune to everything that goes with it. But Crohn's has to do with the intestines. Oh, and that's what this shirt is. An IBD fighter. Intestinal bowel disease is another form of Crohn's and colitis. I go on walks every year. I know I'm kind of like scrambling everywhere, but I go on walks everywhere in Santa Monica to raise awareness and fundraise and do all that so that they can find a cure, because there's no cure for Crohn's. But now, of course, I do. It's been 12 years since I've had Crohn's. It's been a very rocky journey, but I've made it through. I made it through every obstacle that I've been through. It's been times that I've been on my deathbed, but once I told someone my story, they said, you know what, that's not your deathbed, you was on your testimony bed, because you made it out to be able to tell your story. And I wasn't on that bed one time. It's been multiple times that I felt like I wasn't gonna make it, but thanks to the man above and to my guardian angel, my mother, I probably wouldn't have made it out without them too. My mom came and was like, I have to take you to the hospital. Every day I would wear this big old puffy jacket because I was always cold and I always walked slow, like I was always tired and sluggish, and nobody knew what was wrong. I didn't even know what was wrong. And every day somebody be like, are you okay, are you okay? And I'll just say yeah, because I didn't know what was wrong with me at the time. But one of my aunts came by and was like, and told my mom, like, you need to just take her to a clinic or something just to go have tests ran and make sure everything is okay, because she shouldn't be sleeping all the time, and just, she barely eats. Like I used to eat like a bird. When I say a bird, I used to eat like an infant. Infants probably ate more than I did. At the time I weighed probably about 50 something, maybe 60 something pounds. I was nothing. Yeah, so they ran tests on me, and then I guess when the test came back, they called my mom and they told her, like, I need you to take her to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles as soon as you can, because the test came back and there's something, just some stuff that's just not right. So she picked me up from school. I remember to this day I was in PE and they called me and told me to grab my stuff because my mom was there to pick me up. And she told me when I got in the car, and I was like, why, what's wrong? So she's like, I don't know, we're gonna go see. So the same day I went to the hospital and they was able to diagnose me. Sorry if you hear the airplane. I live by the airport. But yes, they was able to diagnose me the same day that I went. I guess from the test they could tell exactly what I had, and I didn't know what it was, so I started crying because I thought it was basically something that I was gonna die from. It's just like, once you hear you got a disease, you just figure that it's not good and you're gonna die. I don't know, I was young, I really didn't know what it was, so I just was crying, and then they told me I have to stay in the hospital, and I'll start crying even longer, and yeah, that was one of the most scariest things I had to deal with as a teenager. I didn't know what was going on, what was going to happen. I didn't know what to expect, anything. So I stayed in the hospital, I think 2.5 to 3 weeks. I missed the rest of the first semester of school, and I know I used to have my homework brought to me at the hospital. I don't even remember if I was able to do it or anything, but yeah, my first semester was just gone. Yeah, so that time in the hospital, I really can't remember everything, but I just know they diagnosed me with Crohn's, and they ran millions and millions and millions of tests, and they said I barely had, I think I had like, your blood level was supposed to be at a 12, I think I was at a 2. They said they don't even know how I was living. They don't know how I was living. I don't know how I was living. But by the grace of God, if it wasn't for him, yeah. Okay, and then what else can I tell you guys about that? But yeah, I have had, how many surgeries have I had? 3, maybe 4 surgeries. They've taken out, the first time I got a foot of my intestines taken out. The second time, I don't know how much of my intestines I got taken out, but I got some more taken out. I've got a colostomy bag. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm not gonna explain it. I've got a colostomy bag 2 times actually. Something as a teenager to younger adulthood that you just don't want to live with. I felt like I wasn't normal anymore. I wasn't like the rest of the kids. I was just different, and people would talk about me and all of that, but I was able to get through it. You couldn't, once I got used to it, you couldn't even notice I had it on. I would work with it, everything. It was just a part of me that I just had to deal with. Yeah, and I guess rewind to today, and I'm perfectly normal. This is my first time actually feeling the healthiest I've ever felt my 27 years of living. Or shall I say, since I've been diagnosed with Crohn's, because I'm pretty sure I felt amazing as a child. I weigh 132 pounds. I've never weighed this much. Due to Crohn's and the malnutrition and barely able to absorb nutrients and all that, I was always 100 pounds or less. I didn't hit over the 100-pound mark until, well, actually I hit it before. But this is the first time I've been over 130 pounds, over 120 pounds. Yeah, it's just been a crazy journey. To everybody out there that's suffering from Crohn's and colitis, you are not the only one. It took me a long time to begin talking about it because I felt like I was the only one, and people would talk about me. Probably, I think more than 10 million people out there like me. So to you guys all out there, we are strong. We are warriors. Yes, we are. We're just like every other normal human being. Don't let nobody tell you can't do anything, because you can. Just because you have Crohn's or colitis, don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do in life. Because I haven't let it stop me. I live every day like it's my last. thank you guys for listening to my video on Crohn's and colitis. If there's anything else that you guys would like to know about Crohn's, or if you guys would like to speak to me about it, if you have it, just DM me on my Instagram. I'll have that down below. Don't be afraid to speak to me, because you're not alone. It's millions of us that have it, and no one knows how you feel but you. So you can have a pen pal, be your pen pal. We can write each other. You can have my number. We can text, whatever. I'll be here for you, and you'll be here for me if needed. But yeah, like this video, comment, share, subscribe. And without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, maybe a sorry side of line. Maybe I'm selfish, I should've tried. You know I lost it, but I've been found. I know I'm wrong, baby I'm